The offices of Assistant District Attorneys Catherine Tate and Jonathan Steele.
Well, I got a call from the SPCA.
The SPCA?
There's word of an underground spider monkey adoption agency that's linked to our defendant here.
Wait a minute, didn't we have a file about that? I seem to remember some case about that. Here it is under codename Swirl.
Well, this is going to bring up a lot. This is the case where we convicted the squirrel monkey breeder for bringing in the monkeys from Sierra Leone.
I remember that case well.
The illegal immigration of spider monkeys into the United States. That was actually not too far after 9/11. Interesting. That became an international issue, if I remember correctly.
Catherine, there's something about that case that you don't know.
What's that?
Frankly, it's making me question my ability to prosecute this case ahead of us right now. There's a reason we were able to crack that case. Because I had special knowledge about that underground adoption agency.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I adopted a squirrel monkey.
Jonathan, how did you avoid being named as a defendant? How did you get out of that?
I pulled some strings. I'm a powerful man.
You're going to have to keep this quiet. If any of this gets out.
I understand that, Catherine, I do. But you have to understand, Miranda and I, we wanted a baby so bad.
Couldn't you have just gone to the SPCA and adopted a dog or a cat? Why a monkey, Jonathan?
We did adopt a dog and a cat, but they died through neglect.
Let me ask you, the status of that ficus plant I gave you.
We got it into a very prestigious preschool.
Look, we have a dead woman, and we have a defendant who is guilty of killing her wife.
I understand, Catherine. I'm just trying to tell you that I'm going to need a little bit of moral support here. You see how close to home this case hits for me. If it comes out that I'm harboring an adopted spider monkey, it could be my entire career.
Jonathan, I'll do my best to keep that secret. I won't say anything to anyone, even though it's against my oath to the state of New York. I'm going to file this away and pretend like I never even saw it.
Thank you, Catherine.
And consider this a favor.
To pay you back when the time comes, you can have your pick of the litter.
Judges' Chambers, New York State Supreme Court.
I really like what you've done with your chambers.
Thank you for noticing. I've been rearranging everything, and I'm just really happy with the whole feng shui of it all.
Did you do this needle cross? Is that what they call that? That home is where the, what does that say? Home is where the earth is?
Where the earth is.
Where the earth.
Yes. Thank you for noticing.
Really nice.
Catherine. I appreciate it.
Now that we're through with the pleasantries, Your Honor, I would like to have this case completely dismissed on grounds of occult-based civil protection rights.
Hands off my desk.
Cult-based civil protection rights? What are you talking
In
about, Harrison?
1922,
That's what you want to reach?
there was a case, well, not very similar, but sort of in the same ballpark as this one. At that time, in this country, occult practices were very common. More of a fad, really. But nonetheless, they were protected with certain rights and fell under the guise of religious freedoms.
Are you referring to Ouija versus United States of America?
That's right.
Where Ouija was proven to be falsifying movements of the triangular piece of plastic.
That's correct, yes, of course.
Mr. Ouija himself having admitted to falsifying movements on the Ouija board. You're saying that the occult deserved civil rights and we should throw this out on the basis of that lawsuit.
Well, permitted in this case, Your Honor, my client in this case falls under that protection also because of her current state.
What are you talking about, her current state?
Pregnancy.
Why would that make any difference, Harrison?
Well, based on her religious beliefs, she became pregnant through her religious or occult practices, which falls under this defense.
What are you saying, Crofton? That your client is harboring the new Messiah and it's a squirrel monkey?
Why don't we just pull a Ouija board out and determine whether she's guilty, yes, or...
Now, I'm not trying to advocate for the practices here, that I'm not sure of. But I'm sure that this person's right is protected, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the occult does not share the same religious freedom as a standard religion in the United States of America.
According to this paper, it does.
That paper only talks about occult practices taking...
Hands off my desk.
That paper only talks about occult practices taking place between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m., Your Honor. It's very clear that it happened the morning, which is exactly when his client was found practicing the occult. That has nothing to bear on this case whatsoever.
I'm trying to make you look good, Steele. You really don't have a strong case for murder. All you have is footprints or paw prints of some other wild animal. There's nothing that links directly to my client.
We have motive.
Motive? Everyone wants to kill somebody at some point.
I want to kill you right now. I've been trying to get this edgewise, and you both keep talking over me. Yes, you are correct. This does apply to the occult. However, you are absolutely correct. You have done your homework. The hours were not correct. Plus, your client is not a registered member of the occult. They are not in our registry. So, no, we are going to continue forward the trial as is.
Thank you, Your Honor. The law offices of the district attorney.
I was thinking about decorating her office more like the judge's chamber.
Are we in your office or my office?
We're in your office.
I want to tell you.
Let me just give Franklin his medication.
You know I'm gonna retire soon, and you're taking on religious freedom? What do you think?
It's ridiculous. This isn't a religion, it's the occult.
Not according to the law. You got lucky that this is going to trial. They're going to bring up the defense of religious freedom.
Did they actually register either of these occult agencies in the nonprofit 501(c)(3) corporation?
As a matter of fact, they did just today, and they streamlined the process.
The problem is that they're going to prove that all the information that was gathered is protected.
Well, where's the line, Franklin? Where's the line between a religion and a cult?
I don't know. But what I do know is that if you fail in this trial, everyone's going to come down on me come election time. Both the religious side and the non-religious side.
What we've got to do is we've got to talk to that wife and find out if she really thinks this is a religion or not.
Let's do it.
prison, the visiting cell room.
Make this quick.
It seems to be the case that your lawyer is suggesting that you're protected under religious freedom, that nothing you've done while practicing your occult practices could hold you accountable for any type of responsibility under the law.
Yes. So you believe that your squirrel cult, or monkey cult, however.
Respect my religion. It is a squirrel monkey, a cult. It's magical, and it helped me conceive my child.
And you believe that?
Yes, I was unable to conceive a child before I started practicing that magic. And the support that I received, the medical treatment I received from my witch doctor, she helped me. And so now I have ultimate faith that this is the way of being. This is the way of the light.
Real religions usually have at least 3 commandments. Let's hear yours.
Well, the first commandment is respect the primates. And by respect, that means you visit them, you live with them, and you live like them. At least 2 hours a day in private.
Number 2.
Number 2 is also actively throwing number 2.
The second commandment of your religion is to throw your poop.
Yes, it is a sacred act.
Is that why you've managed to convince the warden of Rikers to let you have a sacred ground outside where you're allowed to throw feces?
It is part of my religion and faith.
And number 3.
And number 3, eat vegan.
Jonathan, Catherine, out of my respect for you for this line of questioning to take place, we will now see you in court. Thank you very much. We will say nothing more.
The gynecological offices of Dr. Bonobo.
Congratulations, I'm glad it worked.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, will he really have the eyelashes of a camel?
If it all works out, it will have the beautiful eyelashes of a camel and no humps. It's a very, very special process. And again, this is all very new.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you. You changed my life.
And now, let us practice Commandment 2. Oh, I have someone right there.
Oh, there's someone at your door.
Oh, now might be the best time.
Hey, Doctor.
Dr. Bonobo?
Yes, come on in. Come on in.
Is yours? I'll stand, that's okay. Dr. Bonobo, I understand that you offer services as a type of gynecological witch.
That's correct.
Did you offer services to Lorena Madoff?
I certainly did. She's my most special patient.
So you remember her in great detail. Would you be willing to testify in court about your experience with Lorena Madoff?
Are you with the prosecution?
I am with the prosecution. Forgive me for not introducing myself. I'm assistant
But I'm
DA.
absolutely not willing. She's a wonderful, upstanding practitioner of squirrel monkey occultist and a trainer of monkeys.
Then I'm surprised that her defense attorney hasn't gotten here first. Frankly, If you're such an upstanding character witness for her, then you should testify. And if her defense attorney doesn't arrive any moment, then I feel sorry for Lorraine.
Excuse me. Flat tire, huh?
Sorry I beat you to it.
I'll see you in court. New York State Supreme Court, witness for the defense. Madam Babushka, expert in occult practices.
Your Honor, I just would like to
He's
register.
messing at my table.
Madam Babushka. Tell the court, please, how many years have you practiced occult magic?
In this life or the last life?
This one.
I would say, not to be sharing my age, but 62 years.
And in your 62 years of practicing occult magic, have you come across anyone using it for malicious reasons, perhaps murder?
I regret to say that has happened in many love marriages that did not have love anymore.
I remind you that you are a witness for the defense.